finishing up with his friends, and then he's going over. I think he's watching it with someone.
Oh,
Implying that we don't qualify as his actual friends.
Well, there's other friends.
I know, yes.
He stated that not all of us are his friend.
Everyone's his friend, not everyone is equally his friend.
No, not everyone is his friend apparently.
What do you mean?
He did like deny saying that Halo was his friend.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's so bullshit.
Oh, okay. We'll ask him.
I mean,
later.
he's just saying it in context, right?
Maybe, I don't know. Where did I get all my flint? Oh, there it is.
I lift up the railway. Or the tracks.
Sure, if you wanna.
Okay.
I need more apples.
Oh, I just ate a load of them.
Fuck. Why would you eat apples?
I know you're
Why
Irish. You
not?
want potatoes.
They're really rare.
They are? They
Yeah.
fall out of trees.
Yeah, but they fall out at a diminished drop rate, so it's like they're increased rarity to some extent.
I found like 5 or 6 trees and I got 3.
Oh, okay. Give me no. Wait, fuck! I need another horse. I'm gonna briefly.
There's one in the gables
Yeah,
in
that's
the
not mine.
city.
I'm gonna breed it anyway. It's not like that's gonna stop me.
I think that's Vix's
Okay.
horse.
Oh no.
If that's the gold armor, definitely Vix's horse.
This is. I'm glad I didn't donate that gold because it would have been going to golden apples, which is something Grim didn't want if I were to public gold fund. If I were to use that for the apples.
Yo, dude, I was thinking of making like multiple tracks, and the tracks like all
Yeah,
drop onto one main track.
and lead to different destinations. I had the same thought, dude.
Wait.
No, I had them all going to the same destination, but it was just so people could have their own little lane.
Oh, okay. If you wanna. There's room for it. I don't have any ideas for the interior. Sure.
We could give it a go. I don't know.
At the very least, there should be at least like a couple of minecarts like stored there. So yeah.
Yeah, it would make it easier.
I don't need another horse. I have 2 horses. I forgot I have one stored inside the mansion.
Nice. The dungeon horse.
Wait, fuck. Why do I need to breed another horse? I already have another horse. I made these apples for no
There
reason.
are some people with no horses.
Okay, and maybe they should get a horse.
Or maybe we should tax the rich who have 2 horses. Yeah.
I need to take this out.
Now I'm getting pressured because you're waiting on me. Where you? I'm sorry.
I'm just messing with you, dude. Don't worry.
I know. I feel pressured having you wait on me.
I'm not usually. I don't mind. You can do it at whatever rate you want.
Do you guys have one fence post that you could spare?
I think Matt has a bunch of fence posters I gave him.
Oh yeah, you do. How many? One.
Just one. I just need one to hook my horse up. Thank you.
Nice. We did it. Reddit.
Reddit has been
Reverse
done?
socialism. Resources for the rich. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I'll trade you a horse for it. That's capitalism.
What sort of? Is it just any type of socialism you're okay with?
Not really.
Democratic socialism. Most likely. Am I right?
I mean, I don't really know the defining differences. What I describe as socialism is apparently not socialism. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's a socialism that benefit different kinds of people.
Yeah, I want a division of wealth and resources amongst everyone equally. That's the kind of socialism I want.
Okay, egalitarian
Universally.
socialism.
Universal socialism, sure.
There's also national socialism.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing, dude.
It's not.
No, they took that as a label because they wanted to get selected, and then they subverted it.
What the fuck? I thought.
You're talking
Ah,
about the
I thought
Nazi stuff, aren't you?
They took advantage of all the fucking liberated people and just said, "Here, here's a cause to join, and it's actually protecting everyone. We're protecting our culture and everything." And then they basically just said, "All right, actually, we're just gonna brainwash everyone and make them
oh, okay.
fight."
Then I don't like socialism.
Yeah, it was the opposite. They just they
Yeah,
needed someone to vote in, and they seemed like the best one.
you didn't
Yeah, but
realize
isn't the same thing nationalizing industries?
no.
It's it's
That's
it's it's not for the right cause.
Not for the right
that's
It's
cause.
it's subverted. It's not right.
yeah. The Nazis were fascists.
It started off as that, and then they slowly degraded into fascism. That's just how it works.
So what is socialism then?
Uh,
Like is it intention? I thought it was just a system.
It's trying to benefit the most amount of people, basically, by taking back the means of production.
What about like
well,
nationalization
that
of
one
industry?
sounds like communism, which is
Well, it's the same
parts of it.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I'm not a
They're both leftist. Leftist.
See, I'm not a communist, but I am a socialist, and
What about like
I really do think there
nationalizing?
is a difference between the two because I see communism as you get as much as you get as much as you need. That's communism, where socialism is everyone gets an equal share all the way through. It doesn't matter how much you have at the end of it.
Well, it's not really that. It's just everyone has access to one greater whole of something, and everyone gets as they need.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
like you're all contributing to one big thing, and you're all sharing it out between everyone.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's no private industries. It's all one united front.
Yeah,
Well,
but then
that's the utopian
yeah,
version
yeah,
of it,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
But
Like you
then
can do it in smaller scales.
but then you see the examples of like the Soviet Union, where obviously that wasn't actually happening, where the leaders were living in lavish, lives, and not at all
Yeah, well,
living. So
that's the propagandists.
exactly,
It was their like time to shine.
I do sincerely think that the Russian leadership and the military and shit were living like
So
large way that citizens were struggling.
what does
Yeah, well, they
nationalization?
just convinced everyone.
Alrighty.
What does nationalization of industry fall into?
What? What does what? Sorry.
Nationalization of industry.
I mean, I suppose that is kind of socialistic, but it's not really. It's more of a government policy.
Oh, okay.
It's like something that makes the price cheaper generally, because if your government is good with money, then they'd have a lot of budget to basically make it work. But in some countries, it's better if the private industry controlled the like railways or buses or something.
Oh, okay.
It really depends on the type of society that you have. Like in in the UK, trains and buses are nationalized, so they're all pretty consistent. They all have the same system. They're all governed the same way.
I
It's
thought they
pretty good
privatized the
system. No,
railroads. Did they not?
well, they kind of have. I mean, there still is National Rail. It's just they have extra trains on there that aren't like nationalized as well.
Or
Alrighty,
like
so
work
They
holiday.
just pay their dues. It was built by the British railway system.
yeah, exactly. So private companies can benefit through the fucking system, but yeah, getting them whatever. I'm not going to get into that.
What about like state housing and like work holidays,
I mean, state housing for what?
like for people, like how the Germans built housing for
I mean,
people to
we
stay.
have council houses which are like subsidized housing.
Yeah,
They take you off the street and they will give you a certain amount of time and a place to stay, and they'll encourage you to get a job. And that's possible, yeah.
That would
And you
fall
can get
into
paid.
I,
socialism, or would it just be a state policy?
And it's just a state policy. It's something that is necessary for getting people into work, trying to get
And
a
so
bigger workforce.
socialism would be more intention than function.
It's like the more happiness spread between the widest amount. That's pretty much it.
yeah.
So,
So basically,
so
education, healthcare, police, military. Those are
yeah,
socialist
but
ideas.
that's
It's like there's less cost than like capitalism. There's less people losing.
No, it's just no like education. All that was a fascist government can do that. I'm just trying to
I didn't
differentiate.
say about education.
Yeah.
No, no, I'm talking to Halo.
All right.
Like state-owned education, police,
Yeah.
I don't believe in state-owned education.
like state-run.
I think it should be private.
You do?
You think
Yeah.
education
Huh?
should be private? Because I'm gonna have to
think
massively
you-
disagree with that.
Well, you'd have a choice of where you want to go. You'd
Yep.
have different types of like, you have Catholic schools, you have normal
No,
schools.
I don't. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I can definitely understand what you're saying.
Would you
But
say that?
the idea is that oh, shut the hell up, horse.
Is that Rem?
No.
Oh,
No.
no, sorry.
Hello, Rem.
Okay, it's
Hello.
not. Rem.
Hi.
Okay, keep going, Halo.
I was saying, I forgot what I was saying.
Go ahead.
Private schools. Yeah, I hate the idea of private schools because then obviously the rich are only going to send their kids to private schools, and then the poor people are going to send their kids to
I
normal
do
schools.
that anyway.
Public
And-
schools.
Yeah, public schools. And then obviously one system's going to be funded properly and the other one's not. So if you were forcing the rich to send their kids to public schools, the rich people are going to demand a better quality of education. Yes. So it would.
What if the nationalized one never reached the heights that the privatized one would reach through extra funding?
That's bullshit.
True
They would
competition.
absolutely reach those heights
How do you know?
because the rich would demand it, and they would pressure the politicians constantly as they do.
They
I
could do it
mean,
in private.
politicians don't fund it. It's more just competition.
No, I mean competition is a part of it, sure, but that's not really the defining factor. It's.
I mean,
set-
I can tell you right now what happens with actual schools in real life, even public schools,
Mhm.
is that literally the people in the catchment area, regardless of whether it's public or private, will start funneling money towards it if it's one they have a preference for.
Oh.
That is happening near me with multiple schools. I happen to know a number of teachers. So it
Do you know
really
the
doesn't
kind of
fucking
preference?
matter if it's private or public.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
what?
Do you know what the kind of preference is that they're looking for?
So essentially, what people look for is very specific Ofsted ratings. They want the highest Ofsted ratings, and therefore they will start basically rich get richering anything that has a high Ofsted rating.
Okay.
If you are well known to be a school that sends a lot of kids to higher class further education, then basically richer parents will move into that area. And
Oh man,
it
this
sort of
sucks.
creates a background loop.
Huh? So they're making little.
I'm
was
the
thinking-
child of a teacher. I get force fed this information constantly. It's actually quite annoying.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh, speaking of, I need to go for a second.
sounds a little sucky. Well, you're making communities where like. How would that be bad?
Sounds like affirmative action.
No, like making only like a certain group of people moving into a neighborhood. I guess there's a incentive for money because
Yeah.
more tax revenue.
And then when those rich people say go to those places, it's going to kind of push the poor people out of that neighborhood because then price of living will go
Yeah, but
up.
poor people
And
suck,
there you
Caleb.
go. No, poor people are people, so be nice
No, they
to
don't.
people. Yeah, they are. Come
I
on.
have a balcony where I shoot poor people.
Yeah, you do. I noticed. Very badly. You didn't hit me once. Improve your aim.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you could actually take that as an example. I meant real life.
What you? Oh, you didn't even mean the Minecraft. Okay.
Yeah, because I wouldn't consider you poor. You have diamond armor on.
Yeah, that's all. The
I guess yours is enchanted, so I guess you could argue that.
middle class. Sure.
But socialism is about making everyone equal rather than, well, or at least.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of like propaganda and stuff said about
Oh, fuck,
undermining
Rem did not-
socialism.
Rem-
Ah, shit, I just saw that. Fuck.
Well,
I need to get back and find all my stuff.
Rem, the current discussion is well, I was trying to find out how
Whee!
the Nazi form of government is differentiated from socialism
Yeah,
in certain aspects.
they're not really socialists.
But I'm trying to differentiate what parts of it wasn't, or
so-
like why it isn't.
Uh,
Not as a rhetorical question. I'm curious.
as
They
far
just
as
stole
I'm
the
aware,
political audience.
the government under Nazi Germany was, I mean,
Fascists. Really?
well, so was communism. Fascist just
yeah,
means
absolutely.
insanely pro-government. So, uh, hmm. You know what? I don't really know a great deal about specific stuff that was going on. Like, if you were a random individual not breaking any laws in Nazi Germany, what would happen to you?
I don't think anything happened to you.
I mean, like, how do you experience the government system?
They'd probably put you to work somewhere. Well,
I mean, there are wealthy individuals who just kind of continued to exist as far as I'm aware. Is that not the case?
I
And
guess you'd be encouraged to settle somewhere depending on where you live. Maybe
I mean,
you'd be encouraged to marry.
there was military service, sure, but
You'd be encouraged to marry, I would presume, especially if you're a woman.
Oh yeah, they did have a lot of stuff about trying to like actively preserve the whole Aryan thing. That is
And
true.
also reproduce a lot.
Oh, I think they stole basically Marx's idea of a class war and they subverted it with a race war.
That's interesting.
so there we go,
I think,
horse.
I think that's how they did it.
There we go, horse. There's the train station.
Nice.
Is it okay? Is it destroying
I haven't seen it
the
yet.
view of your mansion?
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say. So you better be prepared
A
for my
skeleton stole my leggings and a zombie stole my boots, but I've got all my stuff back.
The skeleton stole your pants. Wow.
Man, skeletons are annoying in this version of Minecraft.
Yeah, I agree.
The amount of knockback is just painful if you happen to be on a lower slope.
So
I wonder if they've changed it since we haven't updated it in a while.
They're definitely smart as well. Okay.
Where are you at, Rem?
Oh,
I'm over by my mansion. I'm
Nice.
just recovering from all of my stuff being stolen.
Oh my gosh, you have so many arrows in you.
That makes sense.
You want to show me your castle? I haven't actually seen anything inside yet.
I mean, there isn't really anything inside.
Oh, okay.
It's just a big empty open space full of torches, so nothing spawns in it.
Very good.
At Rem's here, I was going to talk about the.
I like
comic.
the excess.
Yeah, I need a lot more building materials to finish it off.
How many more floors have you got on this? One more?
What I was planning on doing one more internal floor and then like a sort of bubbled roof section that's a lot smaller than these two floors.
Like an attic?
Kinda.
Like a drug addict.
That's
yes.
cool.
I was just watching the film last night in Soho.
Oh.
Is it good?
I'd say so. I definitely put it on the good side of the line. Maybe a 7 out of 10. That's high praise coming from me, trust me.
I heard nothing about it.
I think that's a good state of mind to be in to watch it.
Nice.
Do not watch stuff about it before watching it, is the thing I'd say.
Top 10
Is
reasons
it-
why
how-
Soho is bad.
How did you watch it?
A friend just kind of, put it up on Discord.
What, like from the cinema?
No, they downloaded a torrent.
Oh, okay. It's still in cinema here.
Yeah.
I don't know how they managed to get a torrent of it so quickly.
I don't know.
You know,
Pirate Bay
okay.
fast.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
Rem,
What?
I have my new mic in.
Oh, congratulations.
Is it?
He's
is it
joined
sound-
us.
Why are
does it
you
sound any different?
I mean, not significantly through Discord, but I mean, that's kind of to be expected. Discord isn't exactly known for being a great way to share audio.
Oh, okay. What if I get it closer?
Oh yeah, that honestly does sound clearly better.
Okay, then I guess I have to talk to it directly in order to see a
No,
difference.
no, 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 no. It's not like you're low quality far away. It's just you can tell more when you're up close, the quality difference.
Should I get up closer?
I mean, when you're recording lines, I would, but I don't really have a problem with you talking the way you normally would in this situation.
Yay.
Oh yeah, he was talking about his project. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Nguyen.
now then. I was gonna talk about maybe reading the thing out for Halo. Cause, he can't read.
I mean, I can read some. It just depends.
Yeah, if it's written in English, then no.
Yeah.
But Korean,
Arab, definitely. Yeah.
Yo, is that the Squid Game language?
yeah.
Yo,
What about
Have you watched Squid Game?
I have with Matt.
I've heard of it.
I have also watched Squid Game. What are your feelings about Squid Game?
All right. You've seen one Korean film that's nihilistic. You've seen them all.
I guess, yeah.
I don't think it was the same as Old Boy.
I mean, there's so many of them that have this theme of like, yo, yeah, you're born and then you're fucked. It's quite funny.
What did you think of the detective plotline?
Oh, fuck, we haven't gone that far.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Oh.
it all.
We've only
Wait.
seen to the part where he follows the party bus.
Wait, so you're only on episode 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. When I asked had you watched it, I sort of meant it, like the whole thing. I
I
didn't
never got
real-
around to it.
Okay, all right.
Is it worth watching the whole thing? I've heard that it's
I
like
I
it
would
kind of runs
say
out of
yes.
punch.
I would honestly say yes. I was happy to finish the whole thing.
Does it run out of juice?
I would not say it runs out of juice. I would say the final game is definitely exciting to watch.
Okay, that's cool then.
The Jews run out really fast though.
They get conscripted and they fight North Koreans on the DMZ zone.
There are definitely some moments that I would like to talk to you about after you've watched them.
So is that a game
That makes
show
sense.
or a series based on a game show?
It's a series that I. It's a series that takes place in a universe where there is a death game that
Yeah.
isn't like a normal TV show, but like it is presented like one.
Yeah,
It's like Our World, except there's an underground.
I mean, I've heard slightly the plot about the rich people making poor people do dangerous tasks and shit, but yeah.
What you mean,
Classic
like
Faustian bargain.
Live Leak logo China?
Chickens. But I don't know.
If I'd say it has anything specific to say, it would be that the way that fucking debt repayment loans works in Korea is fucking retarded.
Oh, how do they work?
Well, basically, the problem is that the firms that cover debt repayment in a lot of Asian countries are basically fucking mobsters.
Oh,
It would be like if
Yes.
instead of banks controlling loans here, they were only loan sharks.
And they dress
That's the
up
reason why fucking everyone in Squid Game is in debt in that way that they are.
and they
Oh, I
dress
thought that
up-
was just accurate of real life.
It is. That is the way it is in real life in Korea and several other countries in that general area.
instead of
Yeah.
repossessing your home, they repossess your organs.
Repossess
They,
your
they're not
pinkies.
actually legally able to enforce that, but they are basically all fucking shocking people.
Huh. Thought that was just pessimism about life.
and it-
I'm sure.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now for my prank project.
Man, North Korea sucks. That's the point of this movie.
I
That
mean,
sounds great.
that is a thing that is brought up a couple of times by Sang Byuk or whatever from the girl with the scar on her neck. The one who steals all his money in episode 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know she had a scar on her neck.
That's the reason he recognizes her in episode 1.
That and the
Oh, I
bleach
thought it was
butthole.
just-
He says it out loud when he accosts her. Hey, I remember you, the one with the scar on your neck.
Wait, is that the English dub or
I have not watched the English dub.
what the hell? How did I miss this? I watched it twice. I didn't see the scar thing.
Matt,
I
did
thought it
you
was just
give
because he
me a-
recognized her.
Matt, did you
I
give
mean,
me
he-
a bunch of railroad pieces? Because I did not pick up these.
No,
Okay.
I,
Do you
I, I
want,
don't think so.
do you want them? Because I
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
There you go.
Thank
That's
you.
them all.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, well, I might make a small basement lair in my mansion as like storage space. I have so many random items and crap.
I know you run out of room so fast in the house that big. I know for the boxes, but yeah.
Yeah.
Squid Game first episode.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so he runs into her while leaving the betting place, and like fixes her drink by pulling the straw up after he runs into her. Like, you're
Yeah,
okay.
He puts the
Um,
straw that's been in contact on the floor.
And during that scene, he notices that she has a scar on her neck, and that's the moment when she steals all of his money. And then later on in the Squid Game, he's like, "Hey, I know you with that scar on your neck. You're the one who stole all my fucking money.
Yeah,
I'll
I know-
kill you."
I know that, but I thought he recognized her just because she looks like the person that he ran into, or she is the person. 'cause
I
she
do
rec-
appreciate that he sees this woman getting beaten up by this gangster man, picks her up off the floor and goes, "You bitch, you stole my money," and just also starts fucking with her. So I'm gonna do the hero dude thing by saving this woman. No, I'm not. I'm gonna beat her shit too.
I'm wondering if he meant to actually like that was a fake. No. He actually does like her. I don't know.
Were you trying to do the Deadpool quote about the hero moments?
What?
Well,
Nope.
since I don't know that, no.
You not watched Deadpool? Okay.
I have, but I remember basically no lines of Deadpool. In retrospect, it's honestly not that great of a version of the concept it's doing.
Okay. I enjoyed it.
Like,
but
it's
yeah.
decent. I liked it when I watched it, but now that I've watched like fucking One Punch Man, I'm like, oh, you could make a superhero parody way better than this.
I did enjoy the part with the Colossus in that movie. It really stuck with me, that hero moment. 3 or 4 moments, that's all it takes, and that's my favorite part. But speaking of what did you say, superhero movie? What is it? One Punch Man. I did just finish watching Unbreakable. Is that the one?
The movie by M. Night Shyamalan.
No.
The one with the ass meme.
Invulnerable, the anime thing, the superhero dude.
Oh, Invincible.
Invincible, that's the one. Thank you.
How could you forget the fucking name? They repeat it during every title sequence for no fucking reason.
For some reason, that name is as I demonstrated, is mixed with other
Because
names.
I'm, and then it stops, and then Invincible shows up on the screen. Oh wait, you can't read. Got it. That's why you don't remember it.
That's probably true. Yes.
He gets the meaning behind the word, just not the exact word.
I stopped at episode 4. I keep meaning to finish it just so I can understand the memes. So don't spoil the ending for me.
Yeah.
I can just tell you it was steadily getting worse as I went, which
It's I'm not going to spoil it, but I would say that it clearly is suffering from the thing where a show wanted to continue. They had obvious like setup for stuff. They wanted to continue the story, but they ended on the first series. So that's kind of sucky what happened to it.
it's based on a comic, so
Mm.
I sort of assumed that they'd do things the way the comic did.
I think they wrapped up the series really fast. I think they just they planned to have more content, and it's like, no, we only get one series. Oh, well, that sucks. We set up this, and this, and we're never going to see the end of it now. Okay.
Well, I ain't got no context with which to even comment on that, so
Mm.
that is a shame if that is the case. Although I would rather them wrap it up quickly then stretch it out forever.
Yeah. They have left it open for a continued series, but it seems like I wouldn't reckon they're going to continue that. I somewhat doubt.
I remember watching episode 3 and deliberately like going online to check if it had the same writer as the previous 2 episodes because the writing suddenly took a massive downturn. And it did not have the same writer as the previous 2 episodes. So I was like, oh,
Wow.
that's why all the characters sound like cunts suddenly.
Wow, you are really good at picking up that. That's impressive.
It's just like episodes 1 and 2, the characters had fairly decent dialogue, and then in episode 3, they fucking talk like SJW people for like most of the episode. It's really weird.
I didn't spot that. I thought they were, okay all the way through. Obviously,
There are like 3 different feminism references within that episode. It's just very strange the way they act in that episode specifically.
I mean,
They have like a whole quota for the whole season, and they
They just
left that
wanted
out
to
in the
put it
first.
all into episode 3.
They wanted to make sure they hook you with the first 2 episodes, and then they get into the quota.
But I don't remember episode 4 having any of the shit I just complained about, so I think it's just
Wait, it's
episode
only
3.
once?
Yeah.
That's intense.
I would
But
say
I remember I haven't seen the last 2 episodes, so
that is a shame
Alright.
because I was about to say the last 2 episodes are especially good, especially the second to last. Like, it is on the list of animes that moved me to tears on that episode. I swear to you.
it is a cartoon, but yeah.
Okay, cartoon, but whatever.
Well, anime is a specific different genre to
See,
Western
I
anime.
basically class anime as anything that has. I know it's not the correct definition. I class anime as anything that has realistic, close to realistic character designs.
Okay, then that would actually discount multiple anime.
Yeah. I mean, is there a
Code
particular.
Lyoko would be screwed.
Yeah, Sergeant Frog kind of
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
Hamtaro.
One Piece.
No, as long as there's characters in it that obviously have that as well. But yeah, Sergeant Frog has human characters, obviously. But yeah.
Oh, Rem, you're right. She does point out the scar.
So
Of course I'm fucking right. I didn't just make up that scene.
I know. I had a hard time believing it because
Fair enough. I understand. I'm sorry. It's very mean of me to be so like, of course I'm right. But like, I try not to say things flat out if I don't remember them well.
But nonetheless, I do class some animes as like not proper animes, even though they're classed as that, and some cartoons as animes, even though they're not classed as that. So yeah, my definition is different. So
Yeah, your definition is inaccurate.
yeah, it may be inaccurate, but is there a particular like class of what I'm describing there in between an anime and a cartoon, where it's like obviously say like Justice League the series is not as cartoony as say like the Powerpuff Girls or Dexter's Lab, is it?
I mean, the fact is that what you're referring to is just an art style difference. So no, that is not considered a genre.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
whether or
it's a-
not it's made in Japan or not.
Well, that's mostly what changes whether or not it's an anime.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there's like many American animes, but the fact it's not made in Japan somehow disqualifies it as anime. So
I mean,
Just go into any Avatar fan group and
Yeah,
say
exactly.
it's an anime and watch them explode.
Avatar is a difficult one. It's
It really does look like it.
I mean,
not
it
anime?
is.
It's American.
It is
Fuck.
definitely a distinct visual style from general anime. Like if you
I
compare,
mean, they used a lot of tropes from anime too.
yeah, but if you want to go that way, like the Boondocks is it's just not an anime, but it is way more visually anime style than
What do you
anything
mean?
else I've seen.
Boondocks was animated by Toei. Like, it was animated by a Japanese one, wasn't it?
If you're gonna do that, like I believe Avatar was literally animated by like a Korean studio, was it not?
I mean,
Uh,
they have similar animating techniques, I
you're
guess.
thinking of The Simpsons. Terrible joke. No one got it.
Since it was animated by a Korean, then I can see where the anime roots come from. I guess it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
East Asian.
it is animated from Korea. That's crazy. I thought it was American animated. I didn't realize.
First
It
our
was
phone.
made by Americans, but most animated shows farm out the actual animation part to
Different studios across the world.
yeah.
I thought it was just before that. I didn't realize. I know a lot of them do it nowadays. Even Steven Universe, which is quite funny.
It's like a whole different class based upon Chinese animation or something, right?
I'm not sure actually.
Called Bing Chilling Anime.
In manga, like
Yeah, it
drawn style, they do in fact have different names.
Yeah, it might be.
Like I think the Korean ones are called manhwas.
Manhwas.
They
Manuel.
tend to be read vertically.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like a continuing strip that just keeps going down. It's an interesting style.
Oh, those. Yeah, I've seen plenty of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I've read a couple. There's one called Cursor that I quite like.
Yeah, scroll for fuck's sake. If you brought that in real life, that'd be funny.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen what they look like in real life. Oh, I found diamonds again. Ain't that nice?
God
Nice.
damn it, you're the Diamond Lord.
Sure, why not? Back when Critic was still playing this, I did pay him for in diamonds for helping me mine out that last mountain.
Whatever happened to Critic?
Oh, who cares?
Yeah, no wonder you got a mansion. You're like a fucker who finds oil in his land.
No one cares about Critic.
And then you move to the big city. I care about Critic. He's a good guy.
I don't X.
What's your
You're talking
opinion
about
on
that,
Critic, Ram?
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with Critic. I have exactly one problem with Critic, and it's that I find it very difficult to concentrate at any game he's running because of the way that he speaks when he's running a campaign. It's not the way he normally speaks, but the moment he's running a campaign, he becomes stutter.
So,
And I just find it difficult to pay attention when every sentence starts 5 times.
I never really noticed that. Because if there was a person with an actual, like, proper stuttering, would you just not play with that guy?
If they were the GM,
Yeah,
I'm
as-
afraid that yeah, I would not play with
Yeah.
that guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's nothing against them personally, but it interrupts my ability to pay attention.
Yeah,
It is
I literally had a GM with a noticeable stutter, and that's probably why I don't notice critics, because compared to him, he doesn't have one.
Also, Critic. I didn't notice it either because Critic's one of my first DMs.
That okay? I don't know why that means you wouldn't notice a
The
stutter.
standard is the bar. The standard.
Yeah, but we're talking
lower.
about a stuttering, not a GM style, like how good he is and some.
Okay, fine, whatever. Disregard my comment.
Yeah, I will. It was a terrible comment. For shame.
Holy shit.
It's just when describing a scene, the issue is as I said that the sentence begins like 100 times, and my brain just goes, I cannot pay attention to the same thing being done this many times in a row.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like a moral issue I have with him or nothing.
Like me.
Yes, precisely.